What's going on, guys? I had a very interesting conversation recently with someone by the name of Hills on the Air. This is a YouTube channel. Started off as a clip channel, but a lot of people, a lot of woke people within the true crime community that think that they could dictate who gets to talk about certain cases or cover certain things, had to glare on there to myself. You pushed us back. You set us back. No, your hairline is something that did that. You drinking every 5 seconds is something that did that. You calling your moderators with your shirt off is something that did that, glare. Should I say this? It's a little early in the stream. I kind of want this to be monetized eventually, but why not? You hitting your child. You know, your child that has special needs. Yeah, that was setting you back too as well, right? But you don't want to talk about that. It's crazy how a lot of people still don't know about that. It's probably because the main person that was exposing them, and I want to put this in there too so people can stop asking me, right? I'm not the Cali locator. I have no idea what this woman is. I think the last time I recall, she deleted her YouTube channel because Taglera was harassing her and his fans were harassing her nonstop. So I think she might not even be on YouTube anymore. So a lot of people keep be up asking me for contact with her. I don't have that. The clip that you see with me talking to her was a long time ago, maybe even a year, probably over a year, right? So yeah, let's look at this damn clip. From Hills in the Air. She did a stream where she allowed people to call in and I guess go crazy. I want to take a look at the beginning first, and then we'll take a look at the segment where I call in and let a few things be known and just have a good conversation. But I call in eventually, and it ends up being really, really good. So let's see what kind of stuff the Glare are talking about from the beginning now.
I used to comment on your blog, but that would be great. Okay. Search for Kendrick Johnson autopsy photos. Mine won't be the first or maybe the last to show up.
That's freaking common sense.
I don't know what's going on there.
Not the first.
Okay.
Yeah, people showed his hand because they said they pulled his fingernails out. They said they did. And if it wasn't two boys, two real life innocent kids, that she kept saying this to this day, it would be different. But she was naming two boys. And their life was turned upside down because of it.
So you were just
she was told it was an accident over and over. FBI, 3 SAs, U.S. attorneys, all of them looked at the case. In this case, I don't know if anybody has seen the documentary about the Kendrick Johnson case.
Okay. I was about to say,
to this day, Jackie Johnson is saying that.
No. Let's get to the edge.
Solid proof for a year. What? And it's okay. But she's the same kind of victim.
Keep talking.
Oh, wow.
Keep talking.
Who the hell is the Glare to tell anybody to keep talking? Well, he been afraid of me for the longest time. The Glare been terrified of me for years now, actually. Don't believe me? Check out the debate I had with him.
Watch your talk. That's real cute.
Keep talking.
Hills, can you answer a quick question? No, I'll answer questions after. Gladly.
And she does say calls.
So, all right. So we went over why you requested that information. Now, and it's not that far off of.
You don't know who this is, but she's a talk to her. Yeah, the reason is, and we're going to get into it. I just wanted to get a little brief introduction of Galera yelling at her in the intro. But people were accusing her of being racist because she had some kind of blog where she was talking about certain true crime cases and she made some statements. We're going to talk about it. Now, there's only one statement that sounded like it could have been racist, but we talked about it. You know how I am. I'm Mr. Anti-Cancel Culture, so I'm going to allow people to give their take and their side.
I posted them before. That's ridiculous. I had no reason.
Technically, it's an interview. This is about to happen soon.
Ever to do it.
So,
what are you talking about? See, Audacity, I would love if he would come up. Someone that knows about the cases. I don't care whether you agreed with me or not. You can think I'm a horrible person, but if you know about the cases and you were there, not looking at
things,
You're speaking
since
for
I've
who?
I'm speaking for the true crime community. Go.
Oh, really?
Why the hell? Who the hell is the Glaiver to speak for the true crime community? You not even in there. You crimer, fam. You ain't know who the hell. I don't even speak for the commentary community. I don't speak for the social commentary community. I don't speak for I speak for me. And if the Fang Gang, my supporters, would like me to speak on their behalf from time to time during the debate, sure. But who the hell is the Glaiver, corny ass, to be speaking for the true crime community? Who the hell is he?
Just quit. Just stop.
No.
Whoa.
No.
Whoa, he told someone to stop? Yo, that's disgusting. That's disgusting.
T. Kelly, I don't know why. I mean, and I'm going to go over it, but I saw some things today that if you weren't there in the heat of it, where everyone was divided into you're racist or you're Democrat.
Yo, that's great. Yo, that's crazy.
Nothing against Democrats, but that's just how it was.
Yeah, that's
you
wild.
either believe that Kendrick Johnson.
Yeah, she keeps talking about this case. Let's fast forward. I wanted to get more of the Glaiver going crazy.
I'm hiding my blog.
You're racist.
Yeah, but you don't need you don't need the blog if you already labeled her as racist.
Oh, did you see that they have the documentary out now about it? Totally blaming.
All right, so let's get into it, man. As you see, the Glaiver was wow. I speak for the true crime community. You're not allowed in. Man, shut up.
What I said was the autopsy photos, the mom had.
Did Laura call in? Oh, she lucky I ain't.
His organs hadn't been removed.
That sounded like that was Laura from Life Perplexed. Boy, is she lucky I did not get in when she was here. I'd have fried her up. I'd have cooked her boots.
A lot of great laws enacted to protect.
Yeah,
that might not be her. That just sound like her.
Yeah, very divisive.
Yeah, you were a change agent. You utilized your voice. You wrote what you saw, and basically, what we were trying to do was take a radical opinion and say, "Listen, before we make judgment, let's look at what's really going on with these."
But I just said, I want to read chat a little bit more. Said this ought to be interesting. Wonder if any other channels that co-sign the Glaiver behavior will call it out. No, they won't. They won't. They did the same way they didn't call out him doing what he did to his child. No one cares about that, right? All right, someone on panel tried to lie. I'm gonna catch them. Maybe they was misinformed, but this is one of the plethora of reasons people be trying to cover this dude, bro. Like they really be trying to save him like he's a baby. He learned all of that from the Dad Challenge podcast.
Cases.
Yeah, but it was going so fast that you couldn't. That's why I'm saying I would not do it over again. I would not do it over again because you cannot fight that kind of machine. You're never going to.
And it's
especially how big it is now.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
It's a tremendous radical machine, and it's driven by a press that has an agenda.
Right.
And unfortunately, you became a victim of it.
Yeah, I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim. Okay. I don't want anybody to.
I like that. I ain't going front. I don't really know this person that well. Apparently, they've been a fan of mine for a while, right? That's a plus in my books. They've been watching me for a while. But I like the fact that it was like straight up, I'm not a victim. So this don't get like presented a certain way, like they was on here crying. Yeah, I like that. Make that clear. Because the Glaiver wants to be a victim.
To say, I appreciate, but I'm not a victim.
Okay,
you know, it is people after this, and I will go over the cases and I'll debate anybody that wants to, but I don't want to talk about this anymore. Like if that's what everybody wants to talk about.
Right. You don't need to talk about it anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't anything but what I do right now, or, you know, what I did up until I saw skills on the ground. You know,
yeah.
I mean,
you made a stand. You saw
how people think all this shit about me is crazy. People going around calling me a liar all the time. I would love to know what I lied about.
Let's see. Let's get to where I called in now. Where I called in.
You just want to tell me
Platform here. We
Run big forums or whatever, and it not all the time, but many times.
All right, Heels, you obviously want an echo chamber.
To be
That is Laura, huh? Man, I wish, Laura, would you call in right now? In fact, you know what? We on this other channel, right? Let's drop the link too for whoever wants to smoke. Let's make it interesting. So people can't say that BXBeastBoy ain't with the smoke. Feel free. Feel free. Anyone who disagrees with me, the Glera, pull up. Laura, from Life Perplexed, or whatever you want to call yourself. You didn't change your name 1,000 times. Pull up. Come get smoked in a debate one more time.
You wanted someone to talk.
They removed it.
If I can sit here and lighthearted.
No, nobody's in it. That's not true.
I was willing to
all
talk
she's
to you.
had is people come up and
Anyway,
So Life Perplexed was on there for 2 seconds, and she came in and just started yelling. I thought she was going to be able to have the conversation.
And Laura, we don't want to hear your platform here. We can listen to you when we want to on your channel. I am not going to listen to you witch hunt this woman anymore.
It was a witch hunt.
if people just want to tell me.
It was a witch hunt. Like, I was wondering why for like over a year, people been hitting me up. Hey, BX, we need Crime Watch back. If you don't know, Crime Watch was a kind of podcast live show that I did some years ago where I called out a lot of the fake true crime community. And in turn, they was doxing me multiple times and trying to get me kicked out of my apartment, right? And among other things, right? We ain't gonna go through the line of all the nasty. After like a while, I figured I'd just take a break from it and start talking about social commentary. So these guys have been running wild. There's like no one really calling them out to where they've become like the bullies, the dictators of whatever fake community. And I think that's insane. Laura Perplex, Molly's henchmen. I don't care if they don't like each other or if they do like each other now. Not many nasty things. You talking about the same person that sold Summer Wells candles? The same person that put a little girl on a candle and sold it? And then lied about it? But then I had the receipts. She took it down and tried to lie and say, I never sold it. Yes, you did. You sure enough did. Someone said you're going to give some of the proceeds to Summer Wells' family. The way you and your friends harassed that family, bro. Disgusting. But you got the nerve to try to dictate who talks about true crime? Oh yeah, I'm back. This is in full effect. I'm roasting the hell out of the true crime community. Let's go. We about to put Andy from 10 to Life on this list for the stream today too. Let's get it.
You know, if you think it, yeah.
Oh, and if anybody wants to smoke, call in. Call in if you want to smoke. They don't want to smoke though. They're all afraid of me.
Would love for.
They're afraid of the fame game. They know how good we are. They know how logical we are. They know how good we are at debating. They're terrified of us.
For everybody, I'm going to clean my blog up, get all the amount.
That's a fact.
And everybody's saying I was deleting pages. There's no way I would delete pages.
No, hold on. Let me touch on this too. The Kelly thing, I have no idea how to contact this person. This person was a YouTuber themselves that I spoke to. The clip was like from over a year ago. I talked about this earlier in the stream, but the clip was from over a year ago. I have not spoken to her in a long time. I have no way to contact her. I did look, but I think, this is me assuming, I don't know for sure, but I think that she deleted her channel to try to get away from the glare because he was sending like people to harass her and then he would keep trying to harass her and all this other stuff. So I think she just like removed her stuff just so she could get away from him. I think that's what happened. But I'm still going to keep looking to see if I can find Callie, right? I might have some more stuff from her. I just got to look at my archive. Like everything that you saw was like over a year ago. I just re-uploaded it because people was asking me to re-upload that clip. Because for some weird reason, no one knows what the Glera did to his child. Y'all still let him run around try to act like he's the child protector. He couldn't even protect his own child from himself. Once again, the Glera, he harmed his child, his special needs child. I think exact words, this ain't gonna get monetized. He beat him bloody. That was his exact words. Check out the video, it's on my channel. People try to say it wasn't the truth. Yesterday when I was on this panel, I'm like, it's his words. I didn't just make this up. Like I took a clip for like a full video. I reacted to a full video with his dumb ass talking about the situation. It's from his words. He admitted to all of this. And because he cries like a baby and has a drink a few times, people just act like that never happened. Hit the like button, share this video, man. Let's get this word out. Just get the word out. But as far as Callie, I'm still trying to see like if I could contact or find any contact for her or see if she got a page under a different name and then get that to you as soon as possible. But the best way to like ask and get that information is probably if you jump on our Discord. Somebody might know. Somebody might know on there.
Stand by it. I'm hanging up.
Yeah.
All I have to say is do not entertain other channels here because they're using you. These people went against you. This is one bird with two wings.
Oh, I know who used me. I know who did.
Philosophy. And you were taken out.
Yeah, the Glover probably did. Like, I don't know if he did blackmail her, but if I heard he did that and that can be true, I would not be surprised. The Glover is still to this day, mind you, I have actual like footage and audio of the Glover admitting that I never doxed anybody. But the Glover still to this day has a video up accusing me of being a doxer. Still to this day. From years ago. Still to this day. Falsely accusing me of being a doxer. And I have audio of him admitting that I never did that. He just did that because he don't like me. He's also the same person that's accusing me of doxing with no proof. Doxed me multiple times with him and his friends. So he's taken mugshots from when I was young. And it was something like me, long story short, I got attacked. These people tried to take me to court. I won. But I told them that I would pay for the charges that I broke amongst the fight. So I did. It was that small. He takes a mugshot from that and be like, oh, what was BX doing? Nigga, it says where you got the mugshot from. It literally says it right there. But then you do a whole stream dedicated to my mugshot to insinuate the work. This is what he does. So tell me, why should he be trusted with true crime when he hasn't told the truth about nothing? But yet, here's an air. She can't talk about true crime. She can't do clips. That sounds wild. And then you're going to say a bunch of white people are going to surround her and say, you're racist. You need to quit. Get the hell out of here, bro. Where was that smoke when I called into her panel? They always do this, man. I'm talking about woke people. Woke, nasty, disgusting people. They always do that. Try to dictate what others do, use the crowd and audience against people. Man, if you don't get out of here with that, fam, from a 10-year ago blog or however long ago blog, man.
They took you out. You had the most subscribers, and now they're trying to capitalize on it. This is a money game. You gain no finances.
Well, I've got my PayPal, which I never did until 2 days before this shit hit the fan.
Well, let me tell you, I will support your PayPal. And I don't care if I give my name to you because I know you're trustworthy. I will not give my name to any of these other people. And
I don't even be looking at that. If people donate to me, I don't even look at it unless they want me to. If it has like a message or something.
What they did to you makes me sick.
That's why I use Streamlabs so people can donate anonymously. Did I say that right with my high self? But without people knowing their names and stuff like that.
And it's got to stop. This is nothing more than tragedy pimping here. And
Facts.
You are a person.
I mean, if that's how
they're trying to make her the new Molly Golightly. It's because, look, Natasha's off, right, the platform. Molly Golightly's off the platform. Everyone's coming for Annie for 10 to Life. Is it a coincidence that Annie from 10 to Life's friends are trying to make Hills in the Air the new target right amongst all of the nastiness that Annie from 10 to Life is doing? You think that's a coincidence that the Glera, her pet, the same person that was paddling and pushing her nasty agenda when it came to Michael Lawn and Sophie Lawn? You think it's a coincidence someone like that would try to distract the quote unquote community right while Annie is receiving the heat? No, Glera, I will not let you distract people from the nasty, disgusting stuff that your mommy does. We're going to talk about your mommy. And then if I have enough time, we're going to talk about your dad challenge podcast. He been your daddy for a long time.
They feel though, then they can feel. I don't care.
And you know something?
I'm not going to even have.
They're going to be.
Claire's over here streaming me
content.
He is?
They need to be your next content.
I'll take a look.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll plan.
And God bless and keep moving forward.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Who is that? Who was that?
Didn't she have another name at some point?
I don't know who that was.
I haven't heard of it. I'm not saying. I mean, I've probably seen her.
She used to be the Jimmy lady.
The who? German lady?
The Jimmy lady.
Jenny lady.
Jenny, the Jenny Jin?
Jimmy.
Oh, I don't know.
All right, let's fast
Okay,
forward.
I want to say this right here.
Oh wait, what you about to say?
How you stand 10 toes down in your. I agree. I think I said it a while ago. If she had not continued to blame.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Let's go to where I'm going. It's going to get a little bit more interesting. Where am I at? There you go. I was like, where am I at? A little bit more. I'm doing okay.
That's me. Exactly who she is. I don't care. Somebody's toast. Oh, that's well. Okay, up with that.
When I come in, you could tell that she assumed that I was gonna like try to rip her to shreds or something. Why do people always have that assumption with me, as if I'm not a good interviewer or I'll like come in kind of light on certain people? This is weird. Like, I know how to interview. I know how to like bounce off of energy. You know, if someone might be timid or they're worried, I'm not gonna like go crazy on them unless they deserve it.
Even if you gripe me out, I'm glad you're here.
I'll take that as a compliment. How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
I'm so glad you came up. Even if
I'm glad too. I'm not gonna go crazy or scream at you. I don't know if you watch my content. I'm like Mr. Anti-Cancel Culture. So you have no idea what's going on. All right, just to give a brief explanation of everything, just so you have the understanding of what this conversation is about. This person I'm speaking to is a true crime content creator, right? They've done clips. I think they even did clips of me having debates and stuff like that. I forgot about that until they brought it to my attention. But recently, a lot of other fake wannabe true crime channels have called them out and tried to paint this person as a racist. And it's really because they're woke and they're trying to use cancel culture to destroy someone so they can move them out the way. And then other up and coming clip channels can try to be the new clip channel now. This is what they're doing. Like a few minutes ago, you heard someone say, yeah, I speak for the true crime community. You should stop. How are you going to tell somebody to stop doing content? But yeah, that's a brief explanation. So I decided to call in after seeing one statement on there about, she made a statement saying black people sneak people, like sucker punch people, and white people don't, which was probably one of the dumbest statements I've ever heard. But we're going to address that, and then I'm going to dive into if she's racist or not. So I swear, these liberals, bro. They really be out here wilding. But that's a brief introduction and explanation if you don't know any of these people on panel and all this other stuff. But you about to hear me have a conversation and go in. So I'm probably the person that you do want to talk to.
Yeah, I've used your clips and you came on and said something about I think one of them I didn't put you in my description, which I'm usually really good about doing, but that one time I didn't. But yeah, I know who you are. I watched your Molly stuff all the time.
Hi, how are you?
I appreciate that. How you guys doing? I had a few questions. I wanted to clarify some things. All right. So people like are accusing you of being racist because of like some old blog that you did?
An old blog, yeah. And you tried to get into it. Like somebody emailed me yesterday around 4 or 5 and said, oh, he wants you to come up. They had emailed me earlier, but I didn't see it till then. And so I went over there and you were already done. So I just watched your show and then I saw you try to get up with going, please go to the blog. Please go to the blog. And you wouldn't go on because it had malware. I mean, it's eaten up by all that crap now. I don't know what happened. But you can find it in RSS feeds. You can find it on the Wayback Machine. I'm going to try to clean it up. I don't know how, but.
Why did you take it down? Do you stand on it?
I had to take it down because of that. It's on my community post. I showed proof. Well, you tried to get in it. It's like all messed up.
There's a lot of there's a bunch of glitches that are going on right now.
Bad. But you can still get it. I mean, it's everywhere. Wayback Machine, RSS feed.
Okay. Well, I have a few questions about it, though, in particular. When I seen you address it, it seemed like you addressed everything but the one in particular statement that stood out to me over about black people, right?
I know which one it is.
You know which one I'm about to say?
Yes, because that one, nobody has said anything about, right?
Yes, like, no one is. Even when you came on panels, I'm like, no one's going to address that one aspect of it. Forget the whole like true crime element. I actually agree with you on a lot of the things that you were saying about the Trayvon Martin case and all that. Yeah, a lot of these things get treated horribly because the whole black victim thing never that goes around. So like, I fully agree with that. But then the one thing where you was like saying that all black people attack people and sucker punch people, but then all white people don't. And I'm like, that doesn't really make sense.
When you said that, I was like, what? Nobody else said that. Like, it just kind of went over. Yeah. See, and that's what I appreciate, because yes, that looks like a blanket, you know, that's blanket. I can't take that away. What I would say, because I started thinking like, why would I say like what, in what context was I saying that? Well, this isn't an excuse. It's just what happened. I think I wrote this on your Twitter that that's what George Zimmerman said happened. He sucker punched him and then he beat his head against the concrete. Okay. I'm a white girl from, you know, I don't have fights or anything like that. So I don't know anything about fights. My experience was like World Star or, you know, the shit they show on the news. They're selective about what they show. And that was it. But I didn't mean, like, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have the first idea how people fight. That was
so you're saying from lack of knowledge?
Thing.
Already, like, what you described isn't a fight. Someone attacking someone just like on some sneak attack thing, that's a crime. That's an assault.
You remember the knockout game?
Yeah, I remember the knockout game.
Yeah, okay, so that I think was around the same time. But yeah,
so you're saying based off of this one isolated incident that was spread on social media of a group of kids going around attacking older people, you thought that all black people?
No,
I think that was the gist of it. If I remember, I was actually in the city where it started. It was more so older people, like they was doing grandmothers, grandpas, things of that nature. And it was kids doing it. It was a game that kids were playing.
Yeah. I mean, where I live, if I really thought that, I wouldn't go.
Hold on, the knockout game was crazy. I do want to touch on that more. That was one of the dumbest and scariest times. Like, older people from the city were really getting attacked because a group of kids wanted to film it and like put it on their Instagram. It was like a whole viral thing. It was stupid. It was dumb. My grandmother was like terrified to even come outside. I patrolled my grandma's block like I was a superhero, waiting. My uncles, cousin, we waiting for somebody. I told grandma, like, come with me. I'll go with you to the supermarket. I wish somebody would, grandma. I wish somebody would, grandmama. But yeah, it was a disgusting game that a lot of crazies played. It was nasty.
Go outside because I would be so scared of sucker punching. So when
would you assume that every black person would do it though?
You what?
I said, would you assume that every black person would do it though?
I'm telling you, it was that time right there that whatever was going on. No, I don't assume that. I don't. That was a blanket statement. And when you said it, I thought, did I say all? And did I guess I did, but of course not all. I mean, it was, I have no excuse. I'm not even going to make one.
Yeah, that sounds kind of crazy. I'm trying to hit you out, but
because I don't think that
was saying, even if you didn't use the exact words all, it was a blanket statement as in black people as a whole, white people as a whole. And then me as someone who is black, who has seen white people sneak people and black people sneak people, because it's not based off of skin color. It's more of a nasty, like, kind of sneaky tactic.
White people sucker punch, like sitting at a bar, whatever. Not me, but I've seen depictions of it.
I'm trying to find out what led you to assume that all black people did it and no black person on an entire. Right, that's how you had to be, fam. Shoot, I started getting up to a certain age, so I was worried. I had an older cousin that got abortion, which is crazy because my older cousin's a gangster, right? Straight OG. He might look even older than what he is. My older cousin was the cousin that was close to my uncle's age, right? So he was running around in the clubs with my family, like my mom, my aunties, my uncles. So he's that cousin. He's older. I think he had a broken hand from like something that happened at work. And some people tried to run up on him. Like they tried to do the knockout game to him and he beat flames. I ain't gonna go into more detail. Man, he wild out, man. Like, see, you don't know who you running up on, man. But yes, it's a dangerous job, like to where if kids will try anything, bro. Like, I'm a bigger dude, right? Big shoulders and all that. But this times I'm walking down the street and I'll see like a group of maybe like 6 or 7 teenagers. I'm like, oh yeah, let me keep my eyes open, bro. They might try it. They might think they could catch a Jody baby boy moment, stuff me out, take my bike, right, my drink and ride off. And I got to go and get get my homeboy to come help me, like in Baby Boy? No, sir. Nope. I don't know nobody named Sweet Pea. It's gonna be a rap. But yeah, fam, it's like these kids they do a lot of crazy things, bro. When like the riots were happening, I remember trying to walk down the street, fam, and like maybe 50% of all the people that was doing stuff was young people. Hey, Existence did it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if how I would think all would be kind of crazy to think all Black people did that. I meant in a fight, like in a fighting situation, and yeah, I mean, it's wrong. You're absolutely right. It's wrong. And that's the one I was going to say. I'd forgotten which one until you just said it. That yes, absolutely, 100%. That
was a wrong
racist.
statement.
Yeah.
No.
And when you said it, I thought, why none of the other people that have been just combing through it, why they wouldn't pick that? You know, but
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, but I don't.
I just wanted the virtue signal points. I wanted the real points of what sounded crazy to me.
Yeah, I know. But if we go forward, and I apologize, and if we move forward,
you ain't gotta say sorry.
I didn't think that. I mean, I don't think that now. Like, I didn't even think that's a stupid statement. I mean, it's
Do you know what? There used to be a racist thing that people would say about sucker punching. They would say that they would use the term. They would say they got jabbed.
Oh, which is
yeah. And
I mean, a blanket statement like that.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe that. I do believe if you say all of something, all of anything, like all of these people do. And then I added, and I think I said white people don't, which I wouldn't fucking know because I don't watch people fight. So I don't even know. I mean, that was just all at that time. But yeah.
Was
very, very good.
Overall, I don't think any of it is a big deal. Like I'm a firm believer of free speech. Even if you said, yeah, I said what I said, I didn't care. I wouldn't care. I think that would be more the respectable thing. But from hearing your side, which is, I'm glad I was able to call in, and my supporters told me that you was doing this because I wanted to get clarification. It seemed more like, and I hope you don't take any offense to it, like more like ignorance.
Yeah. Well, not on the case.
Actual hate. No, not on the case. I'm talking about the statement. The cases, I told you, I agree with you on like majority of that. I think that a lot of people would take the whole Black victimhood thing into account way over actual facts, logic, information. So I agree with you on that aspect. But I think the statement, that one statement that if anything could be perceived as racist, it would be that one statement. And from hearing your side, you're admitting that it was a dumb statement. So it's pretty much just like ignorance. It's not like you purposely meant to say Black people are this and that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I came to I was anxious for you to, even when you said that, I thought, damn, he found one. You know, I mean, because I kept telling people, just send me a statement, send me something. And I was getting like taken out of contact stuff and some stuff I could see, but just a blanket statement like that to me absolutely sounds racist. Right. I can see that. And it is ignorant. And when you get out of all of that, like it's like coming out of all the divisiveness and listening to it every day and in it every single day. Again, not the cases, but just all the side shit. It's like, I just want to not anything.
There was something you said about the twerking and the music.
And the twerking, that was because of Al Sharpton. The Street Kids is an actual group. So when Burnt Toast was reading that, she was making, and she took it out. Yeah, it was Rihanna. Somebody had written an article. The guy's name is right there at the end of it. But it made it sound like I was talking about street kids, like street kids here. And it's not. It's in some village. And Al Sharpton was making it sound like twerking was an African ritual dance or something. And so I was making a joke about Rihanna that, because in I forget the name of the song. Anyway, it's on there. And I was saying, well, I don't think they put money in their G-strings and went up and down to follow her. She was making it like this whole thing that I don't even know what she was saying. Then she said, and she's saying they do this. Street kids do this. No, that's what that guy said. That whoever that was quoted, that was done a lot. Like reading, you were reading, or you listened to her reading it, Beast, that,
with the block?
and I wanted to scream because she goes, And she's got a lot of names here. And then she said, and then she reads something Dream Hampton wrote. I didn't even write it. You know, Dream Hampton. Okay, so she was writing on it. I did write what was below it, but it just made it seem like, you know, and I can say there's probably a lot of ignorance on there. You could go through all 400 pages and you could find me saying a lot of ignorant, you know, stupid shit. But
how long ago was it?
Now, any of it? It's not, to me, it's not a matter of how I feel.
9 or 10 years, right? 9 or 10 years
I was
ago?
in the middle of it. It was in the middle of being called racist because I didn't think, you know, which the George Zimmerman case, when the day was done and the jury decided, there wasn't the evidence there. And I was so behind the scenes, like witness statements, listening to phone calls, watching CNN, edit video, ABC deleting a video that would have exonerated him. I think they got that though. But I just knew a lot about the case. And the whole time, people saying you're racist if you don't take this side. You could use your voice for good. Why are you using your voice for bad? I think somebody recently said that to me. You could have used your voice for good over there. Well, my voice for good is not watching anybody get railroaded. I had many years of covering cases. Go back and read those. I fought just as hard for anybody that would be railroaded. It's just nobody would have this on their forum.
Do you think that getting a lot of pushback from people that were on the extreme side of one side made you kind of do your commentary or post to the extreme side of the other side, kind of like to get
I don't think
back at them?
Yeah, I don't think it was extreme. I think it was, I was real angry. I remember being very angry that they were making other, like the kids in the neighborhoods, just watching them, like getting so heated up and thinking people were going to knock them. What was the comedian's name? He was telling them, they're going to knock you off your bicycles and take your organs. What? Why would you tell them that?
Yeah, that sounds insane.
I can't remember the comedian's name, but he did a whole thing. And it was just watching them be afraid. And they're all marching, so many people wanting so much. And I get that. But they weren't going to get it from Ben Crump. They weren't going to get it from Al Sharpton. They were there to get what they could and then walk away. But everything burned, whatever. They just walked away. That's where I would be so heated. And then telling me I had to choose.
Yeah, there was another thing that was the swindlers list.
Yeah, swindlers list, and I'll stand by that.
Okay.
And that was called racist. Do you think it's racist, Christy? Because I'll just say that's how I felt, and I still feel. I had I guess it would be called a meme. But I had a meme and it said swindlers list. And I had Ben Crump, Eric Holder, Obama, Sean King, and then I couldn't even see the other two people below it because I didn't go back and copy it. At that time was Michael Brown. Eric Holder was Michael Brown of Ferguson, I think. Yeah. He went there, hugging everybody and hands up, don't shoot. And Obama on the Trayvon, he could have been my son. That's bullshit in any case. You have already set a narrative. It doesn't matter whether...
Sounds like emotional manipulation.
Total. And Eric Holder should not have been there right at the beginning. And they shot him in the back while he was running away with his hands up. That kid got in trouble for lying, that witness. So, yeah, I think that's swindling. And that's not unusual because if you go back, I was going through some other stuff today. And swindle is kind of a word I use. Now I would probably say shyster or something. But no, I stand by that. I think they were swindling. They were swindling their own people. You know, that's the people they were doing that to. Like when Obama said that, you weren't doing anybody a favor. Mm-hmm. That was more political.
I remember how divisive the community was during that time, and it was one after another. There were those controversial cases that were causing.
He was doing it on purpose, and people kept saying, "Well, you're not writing about Ben Crump." Yes, it's about Ben Crump. He doesn't care who he hurt. You know now, well, before George Floyd, because I agree with that case. But before that, like between, I don't know.
You agree with?
I don't know what he did between them.
with George Floyd.
Yes, I agree with the George Floyd. That was bad.
Yeah. Okay.
That was very
I
bad.
have a few other questions, like quick ones, if I could. You started up as a clip channel, right?
Here, it's just I heard what you said too. That was funny.
That was about to come next. I was about to.
I mean, goddamn.
I was gonna say, if that's what you were doing, do you think that any of this would happen if you did just stick to the clips?
I think what happened is this. If I did not, I do think eventually I was kind of. Do you know who Jonathan Lee Riches is?
I believe so. Actually, yes.
Okay. Well, he's been like threatening me with. It's been going on a very long time. And so he's like threatening me, and I'm going to tell people you're racist. And because I had been through that during that blog, like the whole, I had crazy people like doing shit, going to my mom's house and all that crap. And so, I just wanted a break. I just want a nice break where I'm making videos, and I do hate racism. And that's why I was like the whole Trump thing with the white power that Betty was doing. And Jonathan Riches is a whole bad guy. But anyway,
I know.
So I just wanted to kind of, do my clips, and then I kind of wanted to. I think it was Queen that said, "Just come up on panel and see." And then I kind of got like, "Hey, this is fun," but nobody's heard any shit from me like this. I mean, it was cases.
Okay.
So I
understand that.
Yeah, but I want you to keep asking. What?
Well, the next question would be: the Galera called you out, right?
Yeah.
Do you find that weird, knowing that he beat his child who had special needs, but had the nerve to try to condemn you over words?
Here's why I think it's weird. Galera has known my full name, and he's known about that website, and I can prove it, for a very long time, like over a year, because I accidentally sent him something that has my name on it. And then he goes like, "What do you do?" or something like that. And I wasn't afraid to tell him. That was before JLR started his crap. And I said, I have this, Renew's a website, and you can go look at it or whatever. Because I didn't close it down until I think like a year ago when JLR started all this shit.
What would
But I did want to touch on that one specific point that he does beat his.
I know that. Yeah.
Why does he think that he should have the right to call you out about anything? Why do people keep letting him try to be the savior of children exploitation when he's one of the nastiest people on here?
I agree.
He'll try to come out here and bait deleting himself from the video game just for clicks and views. This guy is one of the most disgusting people I've ever seen. Still to this day, he's accused me of being a doxer, and I have literal footage. He's accused me of this, and I have footage of me and him debating, and by the end of it, him admitting, "Okay, I don't have any proof that you're a doxer at all." But then him and his friends say Robbie could dox me.
Oh, this is BXBeastBoy.
Yes.
Hey, Robbie.
See, that's crazy. As soon as I say that they doxed me, everybody knew it was.
No, I recognize. No, I didn't know that part. I just remember. I like you. I like your personality and your content when you are this way. I do not like this other person that you are, and when you do a whole other persona that is completely opposite of who you are right now.
I don't know what you. He's mad.
You're not giving me a chance.
I can't really control what he says.
It's completely opposite of who you are right now.
I don't know what you would be
You're
speaking on
Garfield or whatever. Is it?
Oh, you don't like the character that I do?
Yeah, he does like a Garfield thing or whatever. But
well,
it's not enough for people to like. That's the whole point of the character. But I get you. I can understand.
Learn the facts before repeating. I'm
way nicer than him.
I'm not gonna. Y'all look.
That's not.
I'm so glad you came on, people. I don't know.
Receipts about the accusation. I have footage of him saying it. I have footage of him admitting that he beat his child bloody. It's on my channel right now. Titled "The Galera Abused His Child."
Yeah, but he did. He talked about it on a video, right?
This is his words. What receipts else do I need?
His son is not. It's not. It's not like his son. His son is. It's not like it's
black folks who agree. Also, see, so again, race means would you please come on here, Willow? White people, I don't know what he's saying, but yeah, I just want to stick to that, just to that subject, because I don't know what's going on. And I don't want a bunch of arguing. I've clipped you for a very long time. I've gone in and got all the clips. And I wanted your point of view because you were talking about it, and you're the one with the point of view, not some, people, I think it's good. Chasing Truth made a really good point. She said she would go to marches and they would say, hey, stand beside us, not in front of us. Let us talk. And so,
I don't think that's absolutely necessary. You should be able to speak your mind.
No, I can speak my mind. But these people who I know the kind of lifestyle they live, and I know, they're just virtue signaling, because I guarantee you, I could find stuff that might sound bad in their past that they said somewhere on Twitter or whatever. But that's not why I came here. It's like they're acting like this horrible racist is in their midst. And we had to out her before she did something. But no, I don't know. The whole thing is bullshit. And,
I think is definitely bullshit. And I seen someone say, glad to hear from a black man. I thought that was extremely funny that a lot of white liberals were really upset with this, and trying to just use black people as a way to cancel you. I don't like that. I think that's disgusting.
I hate cancel culture as well. And I think also if people wanted you deserved to be heard. And then when you were explaining yourself, people didn't like what you were saying, but you had to, I didn't think that you had looked at the content in a while. And maybe that's why some of the confusion was, because I think you needed to really have gone over that.
What are y'all talking about?
Just your blog. I think you hadn't been writing on it for years.
Yeah, it's been 10 years. It hadn't been 10 years since I wrote on it. It's been my last post, I think, was in 2016. And in the year of 2016, I wrote like five posts. There's 4,600 on the blog. It was over 3 years. And what she's saying right here, Jen B, there's no racism in unity. In 2023, time to stand together is one. We shouldn't be educating. Okay. What he just said to me, people going back and looking at that, I'm telling you that, it's a blanket statement. And I think blanket statements are racist. I think it's just, and ignorant. Okay. So you're saying he's educating me now. I told you, once I got out of that just ridiculous fucking Ben Crump, Al Sharpton, let's do it again. It's one after the other. I couldn't do it anymore.
You think you just got caught up in all of
I couldn't, because it was too much. It was too much. And so,
I don't blame you. Al Sharpton's a grifter.
He should never have gone past Tawana Brawley. How did that even happen? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, how did he go past that? And then he runs for president.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he ran for president. But that's one of my stories. There's a John Benet Ramsey on that blog, a whole ton of stuff on her. But, I pretty much said what I'm going to say. If you wanted to, go and read it, I'll send you when I get it cleaned up, which I can hopefully figure out tomorrow. Then I'll send you, I'm just going to open it back up. I opened it up before. It was open up for like 2 days. And then I started getting messages in my email saying, we shut this page down, found malware or whatever. And I've never, ever had a page shut down. Even in all of that, I never got a page shut down.
You didn't get, you got your Twitter was.
Oh, 3 times. Yeah. Sean King. Do you know who he is? Sean King?
Yes.
He got me to shut down like 3 or 4 times. But I'm going to, let's see. If anybody, I don't want anybody talking about my guest, because I I'm very excited he came. I don't know what y'all are saying.
Well, they can roast me all
I
day.
know, but it's just, I don't want more shit.
Nobody gonna call in though. I know that.
They want what?
Glover scared of me too. He ain't gonna call in.
What he did the other night though, fuck you. That calling me a cunt over and over again, and he called me more than that. There was more. At the beginning of it, he was calling me
a child abuser.
Huh?
Did you call him a child abuser?
No, because I mean, I'm gonna have to go watch that video.
Yeah, that wasn't that was that he wasn't a he's not a child abuser. That was a fight that he had with his son who was
a child, and it's not child abuse.
But see, I heard that.
No, wait, hold on. I don't want to argue, but that makes no sense. He was a child at the time. He said it himself. He's not a child now, but he was a child when
that keeps going around. I have to look at it because I can't.
Yes, his words. It was his words.
I understand. I'm never going to speak to him again, so it doesn't matter anyway. I'm not even. I wouldn't have shit to do with him now. I don't. It's done. Over. So, but I don't know. I'm going to look at that. Where I go from here, I'll probably go back to doing clips because people like them. But if you do read that, I do want to have, a conversation with you, and all the other y'all, you just can't find peace.
I don't think a lot of other people it's worth your time, to be honest. Like, they just want to paint you as a villain so they could do the whole cancel culture thing and make it seem like
all of those people can kiss my ass. Everybody that did that to me, that I white knighted for them like an idiot before and used my channel to help them, when other people were after them. I don't turn sides quick. What the hell are you talking about? I was done. Because
they don't like me, that's all.
Well, whatever.
Because you're being nice to me. That's what
no, I think she was out talking shit about me anyway. Bye. Yeah, the people that are talking shit, they know I don't know. Besides just this little community, I've clipped you. I mean, we don't use. Oh God, people are so stupid. All I'm saying is thank you for coming up.
Hey, I appreciate the love and support. Apparently, man, you was clipping me, and I appreciate.
I was clipping you. Yeah, I bet you could go back and find the Molly clips. God, you're a treasure trove now that she's off, right? I bet you have a lot of people clipping. I haven't clipped her in a long time.
I don't think people be clipping me anymore.
I haven't seen you in a long time, but yeah, I mean, I remember I used to really enjoy your videos, a long time ago, and I haven't seen you in a while.
I started focusing on politics and social commentary. But I'm getting back into like crime and destroying like these fake bullies that try to come into true crime. So you should be seeing me again soon, somewhere on your timeline.
Okay.
Just to let y'all, I'm sorry, these people in chat. You say fuck shit in my chat, and I'm just going to ban you. That's it. That's just it. I'm just done. I don't care if I have anybody come back, except for I don't want you to leave alone. I mean, I have a lot of good people. It's just the mob mentality and the way they all and the shit they were passing around were like you told Black people to go back to Africa. No, I didn't. Were you listening to that part of it when Skep was up there and I said, show me where I said that?
I didn't see that. Oh, did Skep come up?
No, he said, oh, well, I'm paraphrasing. Well, you're fucking really paraphrasing like.
Is Skep Black?
No, scientific Skep. No, he's not. And see, that's the thing too, is like, you don't know how everybody, one was about Republicans. That's where he said I called Black people animals. Well, he didn't get the phrase that, and at the time I was talking about Black Republicans and how everybody said, no, there's no such thing. There's no such thing as it's just like erase them.
Wow.
And I said,
that's not true.
No, I'm saying, hold. What I said in my blog was, why do they think there's no such animal as a Black Republican?
Oh.
And so when I said no such animal, I guess Skep, he's so much more intelligent than everybody else. He's never heard that saying. Like there's no such animal as blah.
What?
It's a saying. It doesn't mean.
I know that's a saying. He's saying he never heard that saying.
Yeah, he was paraphrasing. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with that. It was a whole blog about Mitt Romney. Jesus, I don't even know where I pulled that out, but about Mitt Romney and Black Republicans. Just like there's not any. I think maybe Trump was getting ready to run, or he was going to run. I got the hell out of Dodge before that happened. But
someone said, why is it funny that he's white? I'll answer that question proudly. I'm getting sick of the white liberals going out and trying to be the black defender and treating everyone who says a joke or something like they're racist automatically just so they could get brownie points for black people. I think that's disgusting. I think that's taken over a lot of these wokies on the internet, YouTube, TikTok, all types of social media. Look, guys, I'm cool with black people. Look, I'm attacking someone saying that they're racist. Meanwhile, you're destroying lives, accusing people of things with no proof. So yes, I find that quite hilarious that a whole group of white people are attacking this one woman saying you're racist. I think that's quite fucking hilarious.
Well, and two, they don't see the part of it. Like, why would I give a crap that Ben Crump is going in, sending out, I know his email list must be unbelievable because he can send out an email and have 5,000 people show up. And he's doing all this shit. Towns are getting, like one of them, there was one convenience store. I can't remember where that was. And they shot the guy that owned the convenience. Now you have no convenience store. And you're burning down every black businesses, you're burning them down. Kids.
Well, that happened in
but y'all
LA,
care so
LA
much,
riots.
right? You care so much for the black people, right?
No, they don't.
No, because you would see that. You would see that. You think Ben Crump's doing them a favor? Al Sharpton? Never. Never. Al Sharpton is special.
Well, I think for a lot of it, though, I think, and I'm going to just say this as delicately as I can, but I think sometimes your message gets lost because of how it's being said and how it's being perceived.
I mean, people to bring this, take your time, read the blog. These people were looking at Burnt Toast, who was fucking lying when she went up and did her thing, and I proved it. If you go back and watch this video. And then it was like overnight. Y'all didn't figure this out overnight. I'm sorry. You can't.
Isn't that only like her thing? Doesn't she like to try to fake expose people for being racist? She's done it a few times, right?
Not really racist, but
I don't know. She just told me I was fucking racist. And it was a whole thing. She lied about a lot.
She calls out that, like both.
And I do too. I mean, I call out blatant shit like Betty, Bullhorn Betty, and a guy calling out white power behind her. And she's, smiling real big. Or JLR.
Well, she was doing the okay sign. She was doing the okay Proud Boy sign.
Yeah, I mean, even the Proud Boys. I don't even know. I don't know what they're taught. Actually, this was all happening at the same time. But, I don't know what they're doing. But it was so blatant. I think they're called terrorists now, right? What's funny is JLR was hanging around all of them before they all went to jail. I'm just saying.
Oh, I did read that.
Kind of a snitch. But anyway, I don't care about all of that. And I haven't thought about all this. And it's just bringing it all back. Burnt Toast knew. She was going through it with me with JLR. I was getting emails. I have 14 of them I was going to put up. Threatening emails, showing the front of my apartment.
Wow.
Telling me, it was bad. And she knew this a year and a half ago, or however long it was. So we knew together all the crap that was going on. And then, I hope it doesn't happen to her. I really do. And if it does, I hope she's got a squeaky clean past, because I was just wrong. I mean, the way everybody came at me all at once and nobody asking questions.
Seemed like you need a new villain.
Oh, I'm done. Those creators are dead to me. I don't forgive shit like that.
I can't blame you.
No.
I think people came up to ask you, or people came up to ask you questions, I guess.
No, I'm talking about the ones that were doing the videos and
the dog piling.
Yeah, those. That's what I'm talking. I'm not talking about my subs. If I've seen, I mean, that's the subs. But the people saying, "Oh, why was she?" Somebody said, "I was trying to get like Burnt Toast, get influence." I have more even now, I think, had more subs than her. So I don't know.
Yeah, I hadn't heard that.
Somebody said that. I don't care anymore. I just want to do, like he said, it was so damn funny. Why are clip channels talking? They just need a clip.
No, I feel like you got into a lot of trouble because of that. If you did just do clips, no one would even.
Yeah, but you didn't know about me. It was when you kind of first started talking, and you said that, and I thought, yeah, that's right. But it was too funny. Like, don't talk. Yeah, But I mean, I like having lives. I like talking to people. Like debating. That I think it was just too much for anybody. That I would. Fire up my stream and get like 400 people. I do think.
Yeah, but you had only done lives just a couple times, right? 4?
Yeah.
I thought you'd only done 2, and so when people were saying like how or people were complaining about that, I was like, oh, she only has done a couple, so she was distracted. You were trying to do read the chat and work.
Yeah, that was a mess. Yeah, that was a mess, and that's okay. I mean. I'll learn how to do this, but
yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot, but I think though,
but they were making you seem like
came off a little insensitive. I guess was what I think.
I came off insensitive.
Yeah, I thought so.
No, yeah. It was a little hard with everybody.
Absolutely. I understand why it was hard and stuff like that. I'm just saying, like, just in my opinion, I just thought that. Yeah, you didn't come off as being.
She was being attacked some people, by a mob.
Yeah, I was being attacked. So
I don't know. Most sensitive they could be.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, I know that you were being attacked and stuff, but you said everybody come up and ask me whatever.
Right, and they kept saying the same thing. Don't you think? Would you do it again? Would you do that blog again? Do you still feel the same way? Okay, if you're talking about the cases, absolutely, I would do it the same. No, I would do it the same way. I would still find the evidence. I would still find the same way. Then I would go back to web sleuth and keep, sleuthing over there. But can you point something out to me? And nobody would. Then I had the good Dunya telling me about something. I mean, she needs to email it to me so I can see it. But I'm done. I'm so done. If you feel like I'm a racist at this time, I've been doing this 2 years. I've been on panel. I don't even think that shit. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, oh my God, these people do this video. People watch it out of context, and that's it. Bye. You're a horrible rich. Yeah,
what have most people said when this all came out? What have most people said? I never heard anything from her, even remotely.
You haven't.
Racist. Not one person. Nobody's heard anything, right? And then all of a sudden, here comes the mob saying that she is. So what's the general consensus? She isn't.
What was funny is Skeptic said, oh, I've seen 20. There was a tweet from 20 or 2021. It was funny. And he said something about the low expectations. And there's a saying Candace Owen says that was probably what I quoted. And I said, well, show it to me. And I know what it is, but I can't think of the saying. I remember
that one too. But yeah.
Something the low expectations. But anyway, yeah. And, so I know what that is, but that's my most recent. I can't even remember doing it in 2020.
Well, Josh the Lab was saying last night or something. He was like, he was yelling at Deets and the Glare for not calling you out. I'm like, they did call
Josh was?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Then he said he wanted to know that he said he couldn't believe you attacked Jeannie and Mary, and that's why you were that's why you were defending Dawn.
He said this yesterday?
Yeah, last night I think. Yeah.
I have to go watch.
So anyway, then but Jeannie and Mary, you didn't attack Jeannie and Mary.
I'm not even going into that. I'm not.
You debated their timeline. Their math was wrong.
Yeah, I can only take one controversy. Let me get past the racism. Then I'll go to a horrible person that.
Yeah.
I don't think you should address any controversy involving yourself unless like your actual fans.
No, they fucking doxed me and then don't want to call me a racist.
Wait, who doxed you?
The people doxed me. Oh, let me tell you what happened. So JLR had been doing this, like setting up tweet accounts, setting up YouTube accounts, saying, I'm going to do this to you. I'll show you the emails in a second. But all that was happening. And again, Burnt Toast and Glare knew my name, my real name. Absolutely knew my real name. So they could have any time checked it out, to see if I was a racist. They knew he was doing this. So anyway, then we go to a week ago, and I get an email from somebody called The Jerk. And they said, we've got this video on you, and there's a blog, and are you going to say your real name? And they said put my real name. I don't think they said, are you going to say your real name? But we can connect that blog to your channel.
Right.
Okay.
They wanted a response from you because
and my response was, because they said they had legal papers that linked that blog to my channel. Well, I've always said
I wouldn't have even responded to them.
Oh, I told them show it. So between that time, which was a horrible thing for me to have said to them, and then they did a show. Well, I'm still denying it's my name. Okay, I'm still going to deny it's my name because it's nobody's goddamn business.
Right.
Then Chronicles of the Shady went and found this old Breitbart interview I did about Milo Yiannopoulos. He had come out with we put Sean King to prove he was white. He was acting like he was black and calling everybody white supremacists that would question him about his fraud. So it was an interview. Like, I don't even remember doing it. She publishes it, this bitch. Publishes it. So now you have my voice. My dumbass went on panels. So now it's me. I couldn't do anything else. I mean,
even if it is you, F him. Like, who cares? What are you going to judge you for something for 10 years ago, forever?
I should have just said fuck them. But I do care that I don't want to, I
didn't want to be perceived a certain way.
Well, I couldn't do anything else. I mean, it was hot dead to rights, but the way that Burnt Toast went against me, Glare, other people I'm not going to name, I'm just done. I mean, they doxed me, and then they want to yell at me about it because the worst thing is the racist. Oh, and the autopsy pictures.
Well, you took some autopsy pictures?
I had 2 autopsy pictures. Kendrick Johnson, when his mom was
aren't they crime scene pictures?
He walking around with the face that I can show you the picture. She always walked around with the sign.
Would you put it on a Patreon or something?
No.
Oh, so what's the issue?
No, I put it behind a 3 trigger and it was a back. You couldn't see the face. You couldn't see anything else. It was a smooth back to prove Kendrick Johnson wasn't hoisted up on a meat hook and dropped into the gym mat, as his mother kept saying. That was it. And it became, because of Zav Girl, oh my God, she showed, and she leaked them. And
she paywalled them, right? She put them behind.
She put them behind a paywall.
And she had actual, when they start the procedure, autopsy pictures. Yikes. I didn't have that.
She also in the middle of that trial, she requested the case file, and that's what came in the case file.
Yes, they come with the case file.
Right.
Mine, and then Glara's got an email that I said, we were talking about Collie Rodney, and he said, I don't think you can get minors autopsy. So I found this thing in California, you can, wrote him an email, say, I know you can because I've gotten autopsy photos before in a case or whatever. Oh my God. See, here's the proof. She got autopsy pictures and she says it right here. They came with the case. Here's the article that tells you about it.
Right.
I mean, I'm done though. People can read not about that. The autopsy photos, whatever. Kiss my ass on them. I'm done. I'm not going to explain them again. I'm not even going to go.
I think people were saying that you were calling out Zav Girl when you didn't.
I didn't call out Zav Girl.
Yeah,
Show me where I called out Zav Girl.
Yeah, I didn't know if you did or didn't. No. I just am saying that's what people were saying.
I mean, I may have done a clip. Maybe, I just don't remember, but I wasn't calling her out. I wasn't on that bandwagon that wanted to get her Patreon taken down and all that. I thought it was
like all I was saying after Zav Girl
there was no excuse.
Did what she did was just that, you know, at some point when she said she's sorry, she said she's going to take a sensitivity course.
She doesn't matter.
She's going to take a sensitivity course.
She should take a sensitivity.
Yeah, that's what she said.
I mean, it doesn't. I don't know.
What?
I can't take on somebody else.
That's what she said. But
get out of here with that.
Yeah, but like after, like if somebody does all that or whatever, then at that point, you know, or it's time. Then you just hope that they're going to do better, and you know,
I agree.
And you gotta, and it's up to his family whether or not they accept her apology.
Hers was a little different, though. I mean, she was an 11-year-old that was in a suitcase for 2 months.
Yeah.
Dead. Okay, that's a whole other thing, you know. And she put it behind the paywall, and that's that girl. That is not me.
She wanted the money. She wanted the bread. Like taking sensitivity training ain't gonna help. I think it should have just been a 10-second clip of, "Hey, my bad, guys. Got greedy. I was tripping," and then that's it. Just move on.
I think that's a clip. I think that was one of the clips I did on her where she said, "Well, unless you're really bad, they like you to be really bad on YouTube," which didn't age well for her to say that.
She is wilding. She blatantly was saying, "I deserve to be paid for my work." I was like, "Whoa!" Like, yo, chill out. It was too much. She definitely.
Well, she
got
barely got away.
No, it's an 11-year-old. Well, it was over.
She barely got away or got through Kylie Rodney because she like that. That was horrible. You know, she barely got through that, and then for her to do this was just bad.
Straight crazy. Guys, if you want to watch the rest of it, you can check that out on Hills in the Ears channel. I don't want to play too much. But that's just a little taste of that. It was a good conversation, honestly. It was a great conversation. I wish I called in earlier or knew about it earlier so I could catch it Laura's. I don't know, really roasted her. But let me make sure my mic is still good. We're going to check out the next topic. I just want to make sure my mic is good. I think I heard a little like static or something in the playback. Let me check it out. Hit the like button if you haven't, guys. Make sure you subscribe.